Hi, welcome to the Game Changers. So yesterday we discussed about three scenarios. One was a very bullish one was a very easy kind of bearish trade, and one was a little bit of anticipation involved in the setup. Let's have a look at what panned out today and how one could have traded the setups. Come, let's have a look. Today, the market on a 3-minute time frame gapped down big. So when it gapped down, what we had discussed was that below this low, we needed some kind of consolidation to happen. And then a breakdown. That would have been a valid setup. There was no valid setup here. We had discussed another scenario yesterday. You can have a look at yesterday's video where we had talked about this high breaking, and one could keep that as an anticipatory kind of trade. It was not a trade with a lot of conviction, but something to do about anticipation. And the actual setup which happened was when the previous high was broken out, a consolidation happened, and if a breakout would have happened, this would have been the ideal setup for a trade. But what has happened here is it's actually been a very frustrating kind of day. So the trader goes through a lot of emotions, क्योंकि हम लोग बहुत सारा सोचते हैं, प्लान करते हैं, और अगर ऐसा होता नहीं है एक आध दिन तो we are fresh for the next day. What if it happens for 3 days back to back? When it happens for 3 days back to back, it tests your patience. It's very difficult to stay in control. But that is the skill that a trader needs to get at, where you have to have so much belief in your methodology that you should wait, have conviction, and just save capital. So there was no setup today. It turned out to be a really choppy day. If one was seeing the market constantly, like I was today, because वो ट्रेड करने की खुजली होती है ना कभी कभार, one would see this trade, one would see multiple kind of trades, but actually there was no setup here. A setup is crucial, and risk management with it. Let's see what the view can be for tomorrow. So today has been, first let's go to an hourly time frame. I'm going to remove all the drawings. Now on an hourly time frame, price has sustained above the 50 moving average. That's a good sign. What we would want is, because today is actually a big day in terms of percentage, we would want a move not just breaking the highs but going above the highs near a resistance, consolidating and then breaking. Let's have a look at it on 3 minutes where it will be more clear. So I would not want something to just break the highs of today. What can happen after a big day is when just the highs are broken, there is chance of it becoming choppy. I would actually want a little bit move which sustains a little bit above, consolidates comfortably, and then breaks up. That would be an ideal setup. What about shorting? Shorting. I would try and avoid shorting completely. Unless and until there is a big gap down. What do I mean by a big gap down? That the price opens somewhere here directly, or here. And even after the gap down, I would like the price to come down, make a pivot, and then break down. But it would have to be if today's candles 78 or 61.8% is broken on the downside. Unless that happens, I would avoid shorting, but that is just a bias. That is my bias. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Come join me, and it'll be quite interesting tomorrow. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.